Hello everybody, what is up? Prof Toast here. As you can see, today we're going to be doing an unboxing, building, and review of the Master Grade Shin Musha Gundam. Now this has definitely been one I've been wanting to build for a while. I've actually had it for, I think, just about a year now, but it finally got down to my backlog where I got to build this one. But this one's also pretty cool because it also comes from a PS2 game, which I was able to hunt down and find, so we're going to be playing that later on the channel because that's where this mobile suit actually came from, I believe. But, like I said, we're going to be doing our usual. We're going to be take a look around the box, unbox all the parts, and then we're going to build it, do some photos, and then at the very end I'll let you guys know what my final thoughts are on it. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here we are with the finished kit right here. As you can see, he definitely came out really cool and detailed looking. This is definitely a pretty fun kit to build, and all in all, definitely not too bad at all. Like I said, he came out really cool. See, he has all of his weapons on the back, of course his katana on the side that has its own little sheath. But yeah, all in all, it's definitely a really nice kit. So as usual, we'll go over all the positives I did like about the kit and some of the stuff I didn't like about the kit, and I'll let you guys know what my final thoughts are. So for positives, as I've already went over, definitely looks really nice. As you see, we got like a lot of good detail on here. Another thing I like too is these decals we had. We have some cool like gold metallic ones that went on the side, and they gave you two sets of like ways you could do the decal. So I kind of mixed and matched the two different ways to whatever way I liked. But as you can see, he has little flames on the side, his shoulder pieces, even like the side of his legs have some nice little decals right there. So all in all, definitely a really nice kit, and definitely a pretty cool one to have out on display, especially with his cool pose with all of his weapons and everything. So as for things I didn't like about the kit, some of the negatives are definitely the hands for sure, because like I said, this hand in particular, the thumb is just like super loose, so it's really hard to do anything. Even doing the photos that you guys saw towards the ending of the building was kind of difficult, because yeah, the thumb just did not want to basically pose correctly, and when it did, it was like you had to be very careful with it. So yeah, and the other thing too is it's kind of hard to get them to hold the weapons because they don't really exactly stay in the hand super easy. So that's like one probably negative side about this kit is, yeah, he has all these weapons, but it's really hard to get him to hold the weapons because even the katana doesn't even have a peg to properly hold it. So yeah, those are a few negatives, but all in all, I think as long as you have it in just like the standard, you know, pose like that, it should be pretty good because it still looks pretty nice just like that. So yeah, then what was it? I forgot to mention in the positives, but one interesting part about this kit was the legs itself actually had a dual runner sheet, and it actually was one solid piece. So you had to basically cut it out of the dual runner sheet and basically just pose all the pistons, and it was just one solid leg piece. And then of course you just added the armor on the sides, and then it had a screw piece that went into each of like the knee area. So yeah, it was definitely a very interesting part of it. And another weird part about this kit is it also had these extra runner sheets. So this was like a whole, let me zoom out real quick, but a whole extra sheet right here. Like I said, if you guys in the comment section know exactly what the sheet was used for, then definitely let me know, because I don't know if this was for maybe an accessory that went with it, but I had that one. And then I also had like an extra hip joint in this one and some extra pieces, but this one particularly, I didn't really see much for the instructions that really stated exactly what to do or what these are even used for. So I'm only assuming that this is possibly for some other accessories that may go with the kit. But yeah, it was just very interesting. I got to the end of the kit, I'm like, wait, what do I have all these extra pieces for? But yeah, this almost looks like it could be for like a spike. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I think these are meant to be like a spike ball, but I might have to look into the instructions again because I didn't really notice the whole spike ball weapon, but I'll go ahead and double look at it later on. Yeah, but all in all, definitely super cool kit. And like I said, it's definitely like, it's going to be difficult more if you're trying to pose it with the weapons, but if you're trying to do it in just like a cool like pose like this is definitely a super cool kit. And like I said, it has a lot of good details, especially if you do a lot of panel lining, and the top coat's a nice little finish to it. Alright folks, so that's about it for this video, and I did make sure to go double check the instructions. And yeah, so as far as I can see, it should be for a spike ball, but the instructions do not mention that weapon whatsoever. I even looked at the specific weapon part, and basically there's no mention of that spike ball or anything. It only shows the spears, the gun, and the sword. So I don't know if it was meant to be something you customize yourself and do whatever, or if it was meant for an extra accessory kit back when it came out. But I'll have to eventually go look online to see exactly what that part was for, because yeah, it's just really interesting that they give you, essentially looks like an extra weapon piece, but have no mention of that weapon piece, because it even had extra hands, and still don't know what the extra hip joints for. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But all in all, definitely a super solid kit. I definitely recommend you guys building it if you get the chance, just because of how cool this looks, how good of a little display piece it is, and just the amount of detail that goes into this. So if you guys have built this kit and had any things you did or didn't like about it, let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing to the channel, and also maybe hit that like button. But as always, I thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys later.